And now, welcome to Hour 6 of the 54th Annual Christmas Daddies Telethon.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
From God our Heavenly Father, the blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same. How now in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
Born a king on Bethlehem's plain, gold I bring to crown him again. King forever, ceasing never over us all to reign.
Oh, star of wonder, star of light, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
Glorious now, behold him arise, King and God and sacrifice.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, worshiping God most high. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
God rest ye merry gentlemen,
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. God rest ye merry gentlemen.
Wow, that's terrific. That is Peter and Melody and J.C. Douglas from the C100 Morning Show. Who knew that they could sing the music, not just play the music on C100? All right, let's see how we're doing here just after 4 o'clock with not that long to go. If you'd like to be a last-minute donor, we're getting into the last minute. Here come the numbers now. First of all, across Canada, watching us on satellite and all other forms of media, online and otherwise, we have donations totaling. We're just going to wait for it. Now, there it is, $7,299.46. It's great to hear from all you Maritimers across Canada, I'll tell you. From Prince Edward Island, look at that, $11,465. The total from New Brunswick takes a nice jump. Take a look at $31,191.33. The total now from Cape Breton, look at that, $71,856.15. And your mainland Nova Scotia total is $158,654.84. Here's the jackpot number, the grand total, Johnny. $280,466 at 4 o'clock. Thank you very, very much. And we've got a lot of action going on over here at the auction. The bid on the Navy Diver's helmet is $4,000. I'd like to bring in our pals from Big Links and bring over Donnie Gallant as well, because Donnie is one of the long-term, and you're at $4,000 on the helmet. Is that the best you've got? $4,000 is good.
I'm getting a little nervous. There's been some talk over here about some people getting together and trying to take us on this. I'm going to raise that. Let's go to $12,000.
Wow. $12,000. And I know one of the guys who makes it possible for you at the Big Leagues to be so generous is this fella here, Donnie Gallant. You've also brought in the lawn tractor again this year, Donnie. Why do you keep doing it?
You got to keep going each year, And I hope all the people that I know will jump in here and buy this tractor. I know there's one guy named Jeff in the used car business. He's looking at it pretty strong.
Well, I can tell you right now, we've got a bid of $2,100 from John McDonald. They've outbid the lower deck, Allison Fougier. So they were in for $2,000, so we're up to $2,100. What's that thing retail for?
Well, it's about $2,300, Steve.
So it's still a deal right now.
It's still a deal, yeah. We're still early, though. We'll come on.
We will. Donnie Gallant, let's have a big hand for Donnie. Yeah. The man in the white hat is here. Always great to have him. We want to update some of the other fantastic bids we've got. The date night with Shania Twain, that's up to $4,022, and that's from the people at Michelin. So, Monica Ross, you've been outbid. The Michelin money's in the back row there. And, yeah, I think they've got tires full of money there. And what about you? Now, you were going to bid on that. You bid $300 on my tie. That's all you have, though, isn't it, is $300?
No.
No? You have 301?
No.
How much do you have?
A bit $500.
$500? Is that your own money? Whose money is that?
His, of course.
It's his money.
Yes,
it's his allowance.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
For the next 5 years.
But remind us who's sponsoring the bidding here today.
We're all here representing All Star Landscaping, Steve, and no better way to kick off the Christmas season other than being here with you fine folks on the Christmas Daddy Show.
We also have the RVers here, and I just want to get a quick word in here from Les. You're still actively bidding on many of these items. We're going to be closing all the bidding around 5 o'clock, you know.
Oh, I know. We'll be here for them. And I'm sure our campers are supporting us on whatever we want to purchase, and it goes to a good cause. So whatever I have, you're getting it.
All right, and all of the items are online, christmasdaddies.org, and now is the time to get on the phone here, 844-400-1964. All the phone bidding will close at 5 o'clock this afternoon. So you've got just under an hour to get your bidding and make your pledging here on the Christmas Daddy Show. Cindy Day.
Thank you very much, Steve. It's very important to do that, make your pledge right now, because before you know it, the phone lines get jammed and time is running out. So there's no time like the present. Now, I've been bonding with my peeps from Dartmouth over here. We have Anders and some lovely scouts who are with the first Dartmouth Scouting. Now, Anders, tell me a little bit about what's been happening over the last little while to raise money.
Oh, some of the kids had a Kool-Aid stand.
Oh, nice.
And they raised money that way. And we also had a pancake breakfast in January.
And I hear from reliable sources that nobody got anything spilled on them.
No.
Not this year.
Not this year.
Not this year, very important. So you guys have been busy. I also asked if they had a weather badge. Now, it used to be a weather badge when I used to talk to the Girl Guides and the Boy Scouts. So maybe we'll work on that a little later on. But thank you guys for coming in. And are we going to flip the check and see how much money we raised? How much money did we raise? Can you read the number?
$6,072.08.
$672.08. Show the camera. That is fantastic, guys. I'm coming to the breakfast next year. You have to let me know when the pancake breakfast is. The first Dartmouth Scouting, thank you very much, and we hope to see you back again. Now, a first-timer here at Christmas Daddies, and I'm so happy to have her right by my side, Emily Barron-Kadloff, who is with our news team and looking beautiful and ready to introduce more generous people. Emily?
Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. I'm so happy to be here for my first Christmas Daddies, and I have a story to tell, Halifax's premier punk band, as I'm sure everybody here knows. And you guys, you put on a show. All I Want for Christmas is a punk rock show. Why did you choose Christmas Daddies to donate to?
Well, it's a great cause to help out. You know, it's a great thing that you guys do here, and just being able to be a part of that, being able to help out, it's a great feeling for us, for sure.
Now, Eric, you are the lead singer, right? Okay. When you go out into that audience, you go out on the show, you see everybody there donating, coming to the show just for Christmas Daddies. How does that make you feel for the holiday season?
It's an amazing feeling, you know, being part of a community that's so generous, and it's an amazing feeling people come out to our shows in general, but to see them supporting an amazing cause at one of our shows, knowing that we're helping put that on, it's just, it's a very rewarding feeling for sure.
Awesome. Well, okay, you guys want to do the big reveal? How much did you raise?
We raised $205.
$205, and that was 100% of the proceeds from that. All I Want for Christmas is a punk rock show, which is amazing. And I think Cindy has a few more people. Cindy, who are we talking to now?
We are talking to the Nova Scotia Drag Racers Association, and I think we need to talk off camera after a while because I've been told I have a pretty heavy foot and I would like nothing more than to do a little drag racing. Now, Sam, tell me, Sam Ellsworth, you're here with your daughter Haley and your grandson Patrick. Tell me how long you've been involved in racing or drag racing.
I've been racing for probably 55 years.
Isn't that something? Is it a family event? Like, I see families coming in with checks every year. How is it a family event?
It can certainly be. We're hoping Patrick will eventually get a junior dragster, and Haley will probably take over the driving duties on my car.
Isn't that fantastic? And you're volunteering right now, Haley.
I am. I sell 50/50 tickets and merchandise.
I love it. I love to see families together, donating, making families at Christmas very happy. So, Patrick, you raised money. How was the money raised?
I don't know.
Dad, Grandpa?
This money we raised at our annual banquet.
Oh, wonderful.
And yeah, we always have a raffle, and we see, yeah.
Okay, so let's flip that check, Patrick. And how much do you have for Christmas Daddies?
$550. $550.
That is fantastic. The Nova Scotia Drag Races Association. Thank you very much for coming in again this year. Stay safe, and we'll have to talk off camera. Emily?
Thank you so much, Cindy. I have another check presentation here. This is with the Clayton Park Veterinary Hospital. Who do I have here with me?
I'm Holly, and this is Henry.
Holly and Henry.
And I'm Dr. Sam.
Dr. Sam. Dr. Sam, we so love that you guys have taken time to donate to Christmas Daddies and helping all those puppies and kitties. This is your first year donating. So why did you guys choose Christmas Daddies to support?
We just think it's a really great organization to give to. Helping kids, it's the way to go. So.
Well, and I think somebody is ready for Christmas. I love the sweater. Very nice look. Now, this is a nice one. How much did you guys raise this year?
We raised $796.95.
And somebody likes the microphone a little bit too. $796. Okay, he's a little tongue-tied because that's a lot of money. Thank you guys so much. Cindy, we have one more, right?
We do have one more. And this one is kind of open-ended. Oftentimes people come in, their fundraising is done for the year. They're going to start again for next year. But Karen's Cookies and Treats, if you've been to that beautiful little farmer's market at Alderney Landing, my favorite market on the planet, she sells her cookies there year-round. But until December 23rd, Karen's Cookies and Treats will be fundraising for Christmas Daddies. So it's twofold. You get to fill your freezer with wonderful cookies. You don't have to bake leading up to Christmas. And at the same time, you're helping support the families in need at Christmas. Karen's Cookies and Treats, always been a strong supporter. Thank you, Karen. I will see you at the market next Saturday and I hope to see you there as well. So once again, thank you to everybody who's been donating. Pick up the phone, make that call, 1-844-400-1964. Do it now. Now let's cross over the causeway once again to the part of Nova Scotia where everybody plays a musical instrument or can sing. It's a beautiful place. Kyle Moore, take us there.
That is right, and I play the spoons, just want to point that out. Welcome back inside the room here. The talent is just great, and you know what, you might want to put down the scissors, the wrapping paper, the decorations, the turkey, whatever you're doing right now, because we have Matt Minglewood here on Christmas Daddies.
We've been down just a little too long. Could have been right, but it turned out wrong. You and I, we've been through this a dozen times or more. Sooner or later, score. We've been in when we should have been out. Left us all in a shadow of a doubt. And now it seems all our broken dreams, they'll just fade away. It's gonna be okay. Sooner or later, we're gonna win, and we'll fly like the eagles in the wind. Doors will all be open, and we can walk right in. Sooner or later, Whoa, just a little bit way too long. It should have worked out all right. Somehow it turned out wrong. You and I, we've been through this 100 times or more. Sooner or later, we're gonna know the score. Sooner or later, we're gonna win. And we'll fly like the eagles in the wind. Doors will all be open for us to walk right in. Sooner or later, sooner or later, sooner or later, we're gonna win. Sooner or later, we're gonna win. Sooner or later, yes, we're gonna win. Sooner or later, yes, we're gonna win. Sooner or later, we're gonna
Wow, wow, wow. The incomparable Matt Minglewood here on Christmas Daddies. Now, boy, I'll tell you what, got more exciting stuff coming up now. First of all, let's welcome from the McDonald Auto Group, Jim, Kristen, and Murdoch McDonald, and that is Sam Kendrick at the end, and she's from Leisure Pools. What does this have to do with? Jim, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you here at the Daddies.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so what happened here? What have we got? How did we raise the money for this check?
Well, for the month of November, we decided that we would we teamed up with Leisure Pools. They donated a hot tub, and everybody who test drove a Toyota in the month of November had a chance to win the hot tub. So we're going to draw for it here, right on television.
So we can't do that retroactively because I didn't get a chance to because I don't.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. Okay. Boy.
Can't put your name in 5 times either.
Okay. All right. So anyway, well, that's great. And first of all, let's see how big the check is here. There you go. Look at that. So $1,520 from the McDonald Auto Group. Fantastic. All right, and Sam is here now, but we just happen to have Matt Minglewood in the house, so he's going to make the draw. So Matt, I'm going to turn this. We need a little bit of a drum roll, please. All right, Lou.
All right, you gotta fish around, gotta get rid of the bottom.
Matt is fishing. And Jim, I'll let you do the honors. The winner of the hot tub from Leisure Pools is
Anita McDonald, 849, so it's a Glace Bay number.
There you go. Okay. Here we go. So we got everything going on here. We got Matt Minglewood drawing for a hot tub. We got hot tubs. We got the McDonald Auto Group. And where are we going now? I'm so excited now. I don't even know what we're doing. We're going back to Halifax. Boy, if there's a God in heaven, Cyril Lunny has stopped doing those push-ups. Anyway, let's go back to Halifax.
There's a mental picture we did not need, Jeff, but thank you very much. We are back in Halifax, and I'm so pleased to be joined by my big boss, and I don't often see him sitting on the set, but he's up in an office somewhere. Trent McGrath, who's the Vice President and General Manager of CTV Atlantic. Trent, thank you for taking time. I know you've been busy, not wanting to cut into your FaceTime here, but you were behind the camera earlier today.
Behind the cameras, doing things I have no business actually doing.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this telethon. The family members, people that work in other departments are all helping out on the floor, and they're donating their time.
Yeah, totally.
Which is beautiful. Now, speaking of donating time, CTV donates 7 hours of airtime. Why? I mean, it seems like a lot in this day and age. Why is that important?
Well, it's important. I mean, we've been doing this for 52 years, or 54 years, excuse me. So over the years, it has just grown and grown over the years. And it is so much of a tradition now to the CTV family. This is Christmas Day. for
It is.
CTV Atlantic employees and their families. And we see retirees coming in, people that we haven't seen for years. It's a reunion, that's for sure.
It is a reunion. What I love about sitting here next to you each year and asking you these questions and chatting with you is that you are the big boss. You're the general manager, vice president. But first and foremost, you're a Maritimer, you're a husband and a great dad. And so what does it really mean to you to give back to this community that you grew up in?
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's about families helping families, neighbors helping neighbors, giving back. This is where we live. We have employees all across the Maritimes here at CTV Atlantic. We have 10 radio stations across the Maritimes that give back to their community. And it's just about, it's the spirit of Christmas. It's giving.
It is absolutely. That's the proper meaning right there, Trent. And I can't thank you enough for allowing all of us to help our maritime families as well.
Thank you.
It means a lot to each
It's
and
our
every one of
pleasure.
us. And thank you very much. And speaking of maritime family, he's like a little brother, Mr. Cyril Lunny, who's hanging out in Moncton. Cyril.
Yeah, I'm kidding, of course, Cindy. I am kidding. Now, speaking of saying nice things about people, of course, Ivan Daigle is quickly become one of the most sought-after country artists in Eastern Canada, and he's been writing his own music since he was like 10 years old. And of course, he was on Canada's Got Talent in 2012 when he was the actual only representative on the show of country music, and he made it to the finals. And of course, Ivan is here with us today, along with his good buddy Jacques Belanger, who I'm having a little bit of trouble with. Jacques, aren't I, Ivan?
He's kind of one of those guys who likes to stir the pot.
Yeah. You said just don't touch his guitar.
Don't get close to him.
But can I sing back up?
You can sing way back up.
Thanks. I appreciate that. So you guys are going to play a tune for us, though, Ivan. And a quick little story about this tune is you went home after last year's Christmas Daddies and wrote the song.
Well, yeah, the next day, you kind of get into that whole Christmas mood or whatever. And I've actually had the title of the song for about 9 years, and I've kind of taken a few stabs at writing it and then just nothing. And then last year, I just kind of sat down and had about an hour and a half to myself, and pow, here we are.
All right, so what is the name of the tune?
The song is called Tangled Up in Tinsel.
All right, well, Tangled Up in Tinsel it is. Ivan Daigle and Jacques Belanger.
What a day we had, the house was filled with family and friends. But like all good things and how time flies, come to an end. Now we're waving from the window and a calm comes to this storm. Baby, here's to you and me and what we've been waiting for. Let's get all tangled up in tinsel. Baby, it's so simple. I've been wrapped up in your presence all day long. The snow is falling outside, got nowhere to be tonight. And I'm all Christmased out of Christmas songs. Now I won't lie, I love this time of year, but I'm glad this day is through. So I can get tangled up in tinsel, all tangled up in tinsel with you. Let's find a mistletoe minute, spend half an hour in it, and we're not taking down the tree. Baby, how about you and me? Get all tangled up in tinsel. Baby, it's so simple. I've been wrapped up in your presence all day long. Snow is falling outside, got nowhere to be tonight. And I'm all Christmased out of Christmas songs. I won't lie, I love this time of year, but I'm glad this day is through. So I can get tangled up in tinsel, all tangled up in tinsel with you. why. I love this time of year, but I'm glad this day is through. So I can get tangled up in tinsel, all tangled up in tinsel with you. So I can get tangled up in tinsel, all tangled up in tinsel with you.
How about that? How about that? Marilyn, what'd you think of that?
Great. Excellent.
Fantastic. This is Marilyn Murphy. She's with the Rexon Lions Club with a contribution to Christmas Daddies. Marilyn, before we see what you raised, tell us how you came about raising this money.
We do it through dog walks. We do it through our baskets at our canteens on bingo nights. We have our ladies' nights. And we could contribute to everyone that needs help.
Fantastic. Let's see what you got.
We are donating $1,000.
Wow.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for that.
That's
Marilyn.
awesome.
Really appreciate it. We're going to head back over to Cyril and Cammie.
Okay, so before we present this check, can we please explain to the folks at home why I have this toque on and you have that sweater on?
Well, I think you've never looked better.
Thanks. I just want it, for the record, I'm a Habs fan, not a Canucks fan. But the hat matched my outfit.
You know, technically it's not Canucks, it's Vancouver Millionaires.
Okay, then. All right, Vancouver Millionaires it is.
So I understand we have another check to unveil.
We do. So, okay, our good friends at Walmart always help support Christmas Daddies every year. And there's 2 stores in Fredericton. We've got a store in Woodstock, Bathurst, Miramichi, and they all got together and they raised some money, Cammie. And it is a big check, isn't it?
One of the biggest ones we've seen in Moncton today.
All right, and how much is it worth? It's worth $6,000. That's how much it's worth. Woo! Right. Yeah, that's right. $6,000. That's unbelievable.
And another unbelievable surprise we had here today. Here, I'll just hand you this.
Okay, I'll hold that.
To explain the winter woolies that we have on this fabulous sweater, this beautiful toque.
And a bag of mittens.
A bag of mittens. Mrs. Hickey, we know you ran off quickly. She didn't want any recognition for this, but for my second year here, she has dropped off a huge bag of these wonderful wool mittens for kids in the Maritimes.
Homemade wool mittens. It's awesome. Yeah.
It's just so great to see and just a great note to end off this hour in Moncton. So we're going to throw it back to our friends in Halifax now.
That is tremendous. Thanks, guys, Cyril and Cammie. And you have a little correction to make because the man who made this beautiful chair, you got his name wrong. How could you?
It's Bobby Grace from Bobby Grace Furniture. It's a beautiful, solid walnut wooden rocking chair.
And we have a very nice bid on it, too. Would you believe? It's $725 is the current bid on the rocking chair. And that is from Glenwood.
And now talking about rocking. You got something to rock the show with.
Well, you're rocking the show here. You're rocking the show. This is going to be our last update before we close the bidding. So the phones are going to close somewhere between 4:45 and 5 o'clock. But this is our last update, and I'm going to run through it quickly. The Navy Divers helmet bid $12,000 from Big League's Beverage Room. The current bid on the date night with Shania Twain is $4,500. That is from Monica Ross. So we're going to need to hear from our friends at Michelin. The bicycle lamp by artist William Rudolph. The bid is now $250 from Mary Peddle. The bid on this Napa car, terrific. Leonard Good of GW Paving in at $3,000. So John Natchuk will need to hear from you if you're still interested. Get on the phones now. Phones are going to close here just before 5 o'clock. The bid on the John Deere lawn tractor is up to $2,600 from Paul Ruth. So the lower deck, you have been outbid. Get on the phone now if you want to make another bid. The Island Crystal Hurricane lamp, which is on the top shelf of the set here today from Family Campers and RVers. One of the items they're bidding on at $350. The Moosehead Sock Monkey at $260. And you know something about that Moosehead Sock Monkey.
Yes, I do.
Tell us who you are.
Monkeys and More.
Is that your name?
No, my name's Dale.
No, I won't kid you, Dale. Listen, you've been great to be here today, and we appreciate all the support we've had from you over the years as well.
Not a problem. Thank you very much. It's all for the kids.
Monkeys and More, and you can still make a bid on the Monkeys and More because there's 2 monkeys over there now at 844-400-1964. The Mr. Leahy Darionet and Mr. Leahy shirt, we have a bid now from our friend Murray Cantway at All-Star Landscaping of $400. The bid on the Christmas quilt, which is this one right here from the Quilting Grannies. The bid stands at $525 from from Glenwood. The stained glass pattern quilt, Shirley Morgan has a bid of $350 on that lovely quilt. The Halifax Mooseheads jersey, Camex Auto Performance in at $400. The Moncton Wildcats jersey, Great Buys Auto Sales at $350. And similarly, the Cape Breton Screaming Eagles jersey, John McDonald is in at $400. We're going to sell all these items here shortly. The Subway Sub, 54 feet of Subway Sub for Christmas Daddies. Murray Countway's All-Star Landscaping in at $450 on that one. The Christmas trees to Boston Pillow just had a nice bid from John and Mavis Buchanan, the former Premier of Nova Scotia, and Mrs. Buchanan in at $250. And John and Mavis, very nice to hear from you. Alison Fougier from the Lower Deck has called to up the bid on the golf in Cape Breton to $900. $1,400 bid on the Royal Nova Scotia International Tattoo Package. That's from Annette Cross at Provincial Hearing. The His and Hers Bling, which is over on the desk. That's that beautiful watch, the lovely Pandora bracelet, and the bid is $675 from Glenwood. Glenn's also bidding on the wooden rocking chair at $725. Murray Countway, All-Star Landscaping in at $200 on the schooner, which is an old heritage item here on the broadcast. The Plunger also going to All-Star at this moment with a bid of $300. The Miles Goodwin donated and played guitar, Eleanor Murley, in with a bid of $1,100. We'll be selling all of these items shortly. The Maud Lewis Miniature Model Home, Provincial Hearing, Annette Cross is in with a bid of $1,000. And I have a bid of $500 on my tie. $500, that's pretty good, isn't it? Are you going to wear that tie?
Maybe.
Maybe, if you get it. And we'll know shortly whether you're going to get it, because all of these bids will be closing shortly after we sign off here right now, sometime before 5 o'clock. So get on the phone now at 844-400-1964.
Okay.
Make your best bid. We're going to start selling off these items any minute now, right after 5 o'clock. And do you hear what I hear, ladies and gentlemen? I believe I hear the familiar sound of Her Majesty's Canadian Fleet Diving Unit being led into the Christmas Daddy studio by the inimitable Elizabeth Rigney. Here they are, all in orange. Let's have a hand for them. Wow, what a great Christmas Daddy's tradition. How you guys? Hello, Miss Rigney, how are you? Congratulations. Another great run.
Thank you, Steve.
Congratulations on a great run today. You've got some police officers here as well. All the divers are here. Tell us who you are.
We are the Canadian Fleet Dive Unit at Atlantic, and we just ran over 50 kilometers to be here today.
And did my friend Liz Rigney run most of that distance with you?
She might have ran a little bit more than everyone, to be honest with you, Steve.
She does that here every day. She runs harder than anybody.
I would say so.
Your name is?
My name is Master Seaman Dave Dedman.
And are you speaking for the group here, Master
Yes,
Seaman?
I am.
Well, I know you have some people you want to thank and some things you want to say.
Yeah, definitely. The few people I want to thank is HRP to start with. We have...
That's the Halifax Regional Police Service right back here. There they are.
Great job. I would say let's take an extra moment to give them a huge round of applause. They have been absolutely fantastic. They have stopped traffic and probably interrupted a lot of people today, but every bit has been absolutely appreciated. On top of that, we have Garrison Brewery.
What do they give you?
They are a big supporter of the a lot of encouragement. On top of that, we have AP Reed. On top of that, we have two huge donations this year. We have John's Lunch and the Pleasant Street Diner in Dartmouth. Together, they have raised over $2,000 for us, and that was incredible from where we are. So it's been an awesome year for us.
Well, congratulations and thanks. And we want to have a look at what's on the check here. And this is
give
thank you very much. And I have made a habit of in recent years, because I've got a whole closet full of these. So I'm going to pick a lucky winner, because these are in great demand around the TV station. I'll tell you right now. Let's have a look at your check.
So this year, we between the people in Dartmouth and Sackville and Bedford, we raised $14,500.
$14,500. And that, by the way, is in addition to all of the money raised by the Navy Divers Helmet, which has now raised almost $1 million for Christmas Day.
Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, $1 million. It's been an amazing year. This is a record-breaking year for us. So $14,500. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
What do you want to say, Liz, before we go?
Well, I want to say that it's really incredible to see the energy these folks have, and some started the morning in shorts
Exactly.
and managed to go through the entire run, staying warm and keeping the energy up. And I think we always end with the cheer. Is
We
that
always
right?
end with the cheer. Who's going to lead the cheer?
We actually have Chief Gord Williams.
Hey, Chief, you're going to lead this. I'm going to get out of the way so you guys can do your thing. Here they go.
All right, everybody, repeat after me. Walking on the ocean floor.
Walking on the ocean floor.
Looking through my wee trapdoor.
Looking through my wee trapdoor.
150 pounds of standard lead.
50 pounds of standard lead.
Spun copper helmet on my head.
Copper helmet on my head.
Sometimes that I wish I was dead.
Sometimes I wish I was dead.
'Cause these charity boots don't mix with standard lead.
Charity boots don't mix with standard lead.
Sound off. 1, 2.
1, 2,
3.
The Fleet Diving Unit. Thank you very, very much. Christmas Daddies Telethon continues live now in Sydney. Guys, take it away. Telethon continues live now in Sydney. Guys, take it away. Telethon continues live now.
All right, thank you, Steve, and nice job, guys. Boy, I'll tell you what, looks good there. So here, the music continues. Don't forget, we are inspiring you to donate. You're probably getting home from some shopping. If you're just tuning in to Daddies, not too late to make a donation. Please do. The music here continues. Here's Laura Martell and On Your List.
I can hear the sleigh bells ringing. It's chill in the air. It's frost outside my window. Still you're not here. The mistletoe is ready for kissing, and the only thing missing, baby, is you. Yeah, you, baby, you. I'm tired of sitting here waiting, dreaming of you, anticipating. When are you coming back? I'm down the chimney stack. I'll be waiting for you. Am I on your list? 'Cause baby, it's Christmas. Have I been good enough to get my one and only wish? Maybe some cookies and all of your favorite drinks. Lit all these candles and under my stocking. Am I on your list? 'Cause baby, it's Christmas time. Outside the snow is falling. A wood-painted wine. Just know your angel's calling your name out tonight. The mistletoe is ready for kissing, and the only thing missing, baby, is you. Yeah, you, honey, you. Am I on your list? 'Cause baby, it's Christmas. I can't be mad enough, baby, to get my one and only wish. Maybe some cookies and all of your favorites. Nine letters and under my stocking. Am I on your list? 'Cause baby, it's Christmas time. Have I been good enough? Have I been bad enough? Have I been good enough? Oh, 'cause I can be bad. Have I been good enough? Have I been bad enough? Have I been good enough? Oh, good enough. Have I been bad enough? Have I been good enough? Oh, the mistletoe is ready for kissing, and the only thing, am I on your list? 'Cause baby, it's Christmas. Have I been good enough to get my one wish? Am I on your list? 'Cause baby, it's Christmas. Have I been good enough, baby, to get my one wish? Am I on your list?
Laura Martell and the gang, Laurel a fixture here at Christmas Daddies in Cape Breton as we roll on in towards the final hour. As a Cape Breton boy, I can't say how proud I am of the totals raised here so far, and we're going to add to it now. First off, here with me, some folks from Casino, Nova Scotia. Some friends of mine call it the Cancino. We have Kelly McCacker and Francis, Bob, Lily, and Stephanie. And Kelly, why don't you tell us how you guys raised money for Daddies?
Oh my goodness, we started right after Christmas Daddies last year, and we've done bake sales and popcorn days and all kinds of different events for the staff. Every single one of us have enough baking in our freezers for the next 3 Christmases.
Let us see the fruits of your labor by turning over that check. $1,500. Thanks so much, guys. That is excellent. And we're just going to keep on rolling here. it is kind of special for me to introduce these two young people here because they go to Sherwood Park Middle School, which is right across the street from my house. So in a way, I see them every day. We have Evan McKenzie and Nikki Magliero. They are co-presidents of the Student Council. And Evan, why don't you tell us briefly how you guys raise the money?
Well, for the past 4 Fridays, we've had Hat Day at the school. So basically, for $1, you can pay to wear your hat, and you get a sticker, and you won't get in trouble for wearing the hat.
When you're in middle school, there's nothing you like more than being able to wear your hat. Let's turn around that check. $400, 400 people got to wear their hats in class. I'm going to throw it now back to my buddy, Jeff Hutchison. Jeff.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. You know what? Time to apologize. No, not for Cyril Lundy's push-ups, although we should be. But we've made it this far into the show and yet to have had a square dance. However, here to remedy that now, 39 years on Christmas Daddies, Allie Bennett and Kimberly Frazier. And these cuties here. Take it away, guys.
Welcome back to our Halifax studio. As you can see, it's a little bit more full than it was the last time we were here. I've got 57 young ladies here from the talented group Bella Voce. That means Beautiful Voices. This is a choir group from Dartmouth. They are in grades 4 to 6, and they're conducted by Melissa Hartery and accompanied by Faith Daly. They're going to sing us a song, but first, before they sing a song, they wanted to make this song a very special dedication to one of their friends, Maddie Todd, who is a member of this group. She's not here with us today. She's in the IWK. The girls wanted to say, Maddie, they miss you. They're wishing you a very speedy recovery. They hope you hurry back. So without further ado, here are Bella Voce with Up, Up, Up in the Sleigh.
Dasher, dancer,
absolutely beautiful, and beautiful angelic voices that will certainly inspire you to pick up the phone and make that call. Well, speaking of inspiration, where did Christmas Daddies come from? It came from Jim Hill and Jack Dalton, and they had the idea back in 1964, so it's been a while. And their idea was to make sure that every child in our region had a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmases are not always bright for everyone. So we here at CTV, all of us here, donate our time to continue that legacy. Now, Jim and Jack's legacy is also inspiring many people out there and has for more than 54 years. There's a group of young men who are inspired by Jim and Jack. We're going to hear that story right now from Michael.
Christmas Daddies, to me, growing up, it meant the start of the holiday season. So every year, of course, the first weekend of December, the family would sit down and decorate and drink hot chocolate, and we would watch the telethon, and that would kind of be our signal as kids that, hey, the Christmas season is coming. And my mom was a single mom, so there was 3 of us. And I know and learned, probably late teens, early 20s, that we actually had a Christmas or 2 or 3 provided by Christmas Daddies. So it wasn't something we knew about as children. We had no idea. We didn't know the difference from a bought Christmas or a supplied Christmas, but we still had Christmases. And there's one in particular that I remember. I actually got one of those art easel boards. So I just kind of remember seeing it in the living room that Christmas morning. I would have been, I think, just over 6. And it stood out as like one of my favorite Christmases. And then, of course, a number of years later, finding out that, yeah, that was one of the Christmases that was actually supplied. I'm a big believer in karma, and if you get something, you gotta give it back, and hopefully you can give it back 10 times more. So, really exciting. Again, the biggest thing is seeing the hip hop community come together like this and know that there's, every little bit helps. Every person who comes through the door helps. Every shirt that's sold, it all comes together to this great thing, and we're so happy to be able to kind of organize it and kind of get it all going and keep it kind of in front of people's minds that we're the lucky ones, and being able to do this gives us the opportunity to give to some of those who might otherwise not have those opportunities to wake up smiling Christmas morning. We couldn't imagine, and I couldn't imagine as a father, having to wake up Christmas morning and explain to my son why Santa Claus didn't come. So thankfully, we're fortunate enough to do the events that we do and give back and be able to do those things.
Welcome back to Sydney. We are getting down to the nitty-gritty, so make sure you pick up the phone. The number is on your screen, or you can do so online. Tell your family, friends to donate. Remember, the money raised stays right here in your community, so make sure you do that. And if you've already done that, thanks for donating to Christmas Daddies today. Let's keep the music going and the talent here in this room. Linda Maxwell is behind me. She's ready with It's Almost Christmas.
Snow falling on the ground, giving me a chill. Strangers on the street, everyone you meet, sharing goodwill. Well, it's almost Christmas, it's almost here. It's almost Christmas, the whole world's shining, everything's bright. Beautiful sight. Well, it's almost Christmas. Here it comes again, old December wind blowing into town. Gossip in the park, shaped like little stars, while we skate around. Almost here, it's almost Christmas.
There's Linda Maxwell. It's almost Christmas. Great job of the Christmas Daddies here in Sydney. We are, as I mentioned earlier, getting down to the nitty-gritty, so make sure you pick up the phone, call in, and donate. Just over an hour left, so make sure you make that call or do so online. All right, Cindy, it's all yours.
Actually, sorry, surprise, it's me. But I'm here with some people from Ravensburg College. Who do I have with me?
Megan. Danielle.
Matt.
Luke.
Luke, you guys, this is the 11th year that you have donated to Christmas Daddies. What did you do to get the money?
We went out throughout the city and did a coin drive.
That is a lot of hours. Did you guys have a good time?
Oh, we had a great time. It was a little cold, but who cares?
But you're doing it for a good cause.
Yeah, exactly.
How much did you raise? Let's see the reveal.
$3,200.
$3,200. Amazing. So all of those hours on the street worth it, right? Going door to door.
100%.
Fantastic. And I think Cindy has a couple of very cute kiddos with her. Cindy, who do we have right here?
I have some wonderful people, Emily, who have come all the way from Greenwood, and I would like you to meet, and we're going to have him on camera. There we go. I'd like you to meet Tyler Beck and his family and a friend. Tyler, introduce the little ones for us.
Well, this is Cadence, Noah, Gabby, and Bella.
Wonderful. And there's support for you. You're with Michelin North America Canada in the Waterville plant in the Valley. So what do you do every year to raise money for us? Because I know you've been here before, not you personally, but the company is very generous. So how do you go about raising?
This year, I know they took the money from the recyclables inside the plant.
So that's a great idea. So it's not, a push to raise money for a week. It goes on all year round.
Yes. Yep.
That's fantastic. Hey, you guys, what are you doing after the show here? Are you going to go find something? What are you going to pick out?
Yeah.
They're going to pick up their Christmas tree. That's very exciting. So we have to let them go. Before they go, you have to tell us how much money you raised for Christmas Daddies. You guys want to flip the check? And Tyler, how much is it?
This year it was $4,000.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Good luck finding that perfect Christmas tree. And thank you to Michelin North America Canada.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you, Tyler. Over to you, Emily.
Thanks so much, Cindy. So I have Evan and Jade. Where are you guys from?
Helped Taekwondo.
I could tell from the outfits. I thought maybe. So how did you guys raise your money?
Well, we sold chocolate bars to help raise money for the World Championships in Ireland. And then we came back and we had some chocolate bars left over, so we sold those. And then we donated money.
That is awesome. So these guys, not only did they raise all of this money, but they went to Ireland for the championships. That's amazing. How much money did you raise? Let's do the big reveal.
$500.
$500. That is incredible. Thank you very much, guys. What a donation. Thanks, guys.
The 54th Annual Christmas Daddies Telethon is proudly produced by CTV Atlantic employees, their families, friends, and volunteers, with assistance from our corporate community. Thanks to Bell Alliant and the Bell Alliant Pioneer volunteers. Our website developer is Nicom IT Solutions. Air Canada Foundation donated the prize of 2 tickets anywhere in North America. Sidco Fuels provided a prize of home heating fuel for a year for Cape Breton donors. Thanks to the Delta Hotels by Marriott Beausejour in Moncton. Thanks to One Ocean Expeditions for assistance in Cape Breton. Volunteer vehicles were supplied by Discount Car and Truck Rentals. Tim Hortons donated refreshments, as did our friends at Subway Restaurants. Storage was provided by Maritime Moving and Storage. Set decoration was provided by Wheaton's and Legault Creative in Moncton. Thanks to Advanced Screen Printing Limited for crew clothing. Technical assistance was provided by FMAV, Sound Source, and Sonic Image. Musical equipment was provided by Long & McQuaid. Additional supplies provided by McFarland's. Christmas Daddies would not be possible without CTV's generous donation of airtime, facilities, and support to the telethon all year round.